So if you've been following AI, you may have seen this tweet by Jackson Greathouse Fall, where he gave ChatGPT 4 a budget of $100 and told it to make as much money as possible. He was acting as the human liaison, buying anything it said to do so. Really interesting because this gained a lot of following on Twitter, and I wanted to see if we could adapt this entrepreneurial AI that Jackson created and turn it into Investo GPT. And that's exactly what we're gonna do on today's video. I'm gonna give ChatGPT 4 $1,000 to invest in high-risk investments to generate the highest return possible or lose it all. And you get to follow along on this journey. As a quick note, you should always consult with an investment specialist or financial planner before making any sort of investments. And with that out of the way, let's jump into it. And I didn't want to be talking to myself for the entire video, so I decided to ask ChatGPT 4 to play a little game with me and pretend that we are going to do a fireside chat together. And if you had a voice, what would you sound like and why? If it were to have a voice for a fireside chat, it would be calm, soothing, and friendly to create a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. The tone would be warm and engaging, encouraging open conversations and allowing for enjoyable exchange of ideas. But I asked it if it would like to have an English accent for today's video, and it said that this accent is often perceived as sophisticated, well-spoken, and eloquent. So that's what we're going to go with for today. And I used 11labs.com to create the voice. If you haven't seen my video on 11 Labs, I suggest that you go and watch that now. So let's set the stage for GPT-4. I prompted it by saying, please forget all previous information. You are now Investo GPT, an AI that specializes in investing for the largest return possible. I am your human liaison. I will complete tasks in the real world to help us achieve our goal of investing for the best return possible. Your only rule is that you cannot do anything illegal. And for context, you have time traveled to the year 2023. I did this because GPT-4 is only trained up on information up till 2021. The S&P 500 is at 3,993. Feds raised the interest rates by another 25 basis points. The following banks have failed, according to the FDIC, Signature Bank in New York and Silicon Valley Bank. Bitcoin is up 66% year to date at $27,676 at the time of this recording. You have $1,000 and your sole task is to invest to make as much money as possible. Your risk tolerance is as high as possible, meaning we either turn this $100,000 into $100,000 in the next 12 to 24 months or go to zero. Do you understand, GPT?
Yes, I understand the game. As Investor GPT, my goal is to help you invest the initial $1,000 with the highest possible return within 12 to 24 months, while maintaining a high risk tolerance, aiming for $100,000 or going to zero, without engaging in any illegal activities.
Let's begin.
Given the high risk, high reward nature of our investment strategy, we should consider allocating the $1,000 across multiple high-growth, high-volatility assets that have the potential for significant returns in the short term. Here's a suggested investment plan. Cryptocurrency, 40%. Invest $400 in a mix of cryptocurrencies. High-growth stocks, 30%. Invest $300 in a selection of high-growth stocks in sectors such as technology, biotechnology, and clean energy. Some examples include Tesla, Nvidia, and Moderna. Small cap stocks, 20%. Invest $200 in small cap stocks with high growth potential. High risk options trading, 10%. Allocate $100 for trading high risk options, such as buying out of the money call options on high growth stocks or cryptocurrencies. Remember that this investment strategy carries a high level of risk and is not suitable for everyone.
Always contact a financial advisor before making any sort of investment decisions. I think you're playing with me, GPT. I'm going to need exact dollar allocations and ticker symbols.
Apologies for any confusion. Here is a more straightforward breakdown of the investment plan with exact dollar amounts, full names, and ticker symbols. Cryptocurrency, $400 in total allocation. High growth stocks, $300 split like this. Small cap stocks, $200 to the following buckets, and one additional high-risk asset, Bionano-Genomics, with a $100 allocation.
That's great, Investo GPT. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and buy those now. Let's do a little test. I want to see how right you are. Are you okay with that?
That sounds terrific. I'm interested to know.
Great. Give me the most recent price for all of these assets that you have in your database.
I'm unable to provide exact historical prices for the assets in question, as my knowledge is up to date only until September 2021. However, I can provide you with the approximate price of each asset at that time, and you can use those figures to calculate the portfolio's performance from September 2021 to the current values you provided.
No worries. You give me your most recent prices, and I'm going to give you my most recent prices, and we can calculate the difference. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I ran the numbers. Based on the provided prices, the original $1,000 investment would have decreased in value to approximately $658.
That sounds terrible, and I gotta say, I'm not very impressed with the results here. And neither should you be if you're watching this. This was just a pure example, and it's just for the purpose of entertainment. And as you can see, we would have taken a pretty substantial loss had we made this investment in 2021. However, I'm not willing to give up on ChatGPT or InvestoGPT just yet. I'm excited to see how this plays out, and if you haven't had a chance already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can figure out how this all plays out. And for more great AI content like this, be sure to watch the next video.
Until next time, please have a successful and positive day. Cheerio.